Some people are born to be stars, but she became one, even though she never wanted to be. She's not the queen of Bollywood, but the woman who plays queens, Rani Mukerji. She rose from nothing to the top. She married Bollywood's most prestigious man, and now everyone bows before her with respect. She was once overlooked by Kajol, but now even Kajol fears her. Get your tea and coffee ready. We're about to embark on a journey into the life of Bollywood's most powerful woman, Rani Mukerji. Rani Mukerji was born on the 21st of March, 1978, in the state of West Bengal, India. She was born into a true film dynasty. Her father, Ram Mukerji, was one of the established directors of Indian cinema. Her mother, Krishna Mukerji, was a classical dance instructor. Her cousin, Kajol, was already one of Bollywood's stars. But they never liked each other. Their closeness was out of necessity. Her great-uncle was one of Indian cinema's old-school producers, so the lights behind the camera fell on her cradle. But Rani was not keen on the idea of becoming an actress. Her first dream was to be a dance instructor or an interior designer. When Rani was 16, her father's friend offered her a film role, 1996's Buyer Fool. Rani did not want to act in this film, but her father and mother pressured her heavily to become an actress. As a result of this pressure, she accepted the role. This was no Bollywood fairy tale. In the film, Rani played a woman who was sexually assaulted and sought justice. She took on a heavy and courageous role in her very first film. It was then that the camera turned to Rani and said, "You are not just someone to be watched, you are someone to be felt." The film was not a big box office success, but critics gave her a standing ovation. The real turning point came with the 1998 film Kuch Kuch Hota Hai. The role of Tina, the cool and attractive woman whom Shah Rukh Khan's character falls in love with at first, was originally offered to Twinkle Khanna, but she turned it down. Then producer Karan Johar reached out to Rani, and yes, the role of Tina went to Rani. The film was a smash hit. Although Rani only appeared in a few scenes, her impact was enormous. She stood out not only for her beauty but also for her natural acting and voice. Unlike the typical glamorous doll characters in Bollywood, she had a deep aura. That was the moment Rani's stardom in Bollywood officially began. This young girl, who initially entered the industry only due to family pressure, soon found her own light, and there was no turning back. Rani Mukerji, who unwittingly embarked on this path, became one of India's most respected actresses. Rani Mukerji entered the industry with Kuch Kuch Hota Hai as the pretty girl, but she didn't stay there. She offered something beyond beauty. Her career entered its golden age during this period with her deep female characters. In the film Satya, she portrayed the emotional breakdown of a young married woman so well that people said this girl is different in Hum Tum. She took the modern female figure to a new dimension with her intelligence and humor. This film earned her the Filmfare Best Actress Award, Veer Zara, Buntiar Babli, Kabhi Alvida Na Kehna. Each film featured a different Rani. The film Black was not just a role for her, it was a challenge. She portrayed a blind and deaf girl. This performance is considered one of the most legendary performances in Bollywood history. That year, she won both the Best Actress and Critics Award at Filmfare. This period was when Rani was referred to as the female Amitabh Bachchan of Bollywood, but no star shines forever in the sky. Rani's career began to slow down after 2007. Her films flopped at the box office one after another. And do you know what the real big rumor was? That she wouldn't work with any producer other than Yash Raj Films. This fueled speculation about her secret relationship with Aditya Chopra. Aditya is the son of India's most famous and richest producer, Yash Chopra. Yash Chopra had left the film production company in his son's hands, and Aditya managed to increase his father's fortune even further. However, Aditya Chopra was also married, and Rani ended his marriage. Rani didn't talk about her relationship with Aditya for a long time. Rumors even spread that she was flirting to get a movie role, but she never responded. In fact, this relationship concealed a major betrayal. I will come back to this shortly. Since the beginning of her career, Rani has received significant criticism regarding her voice. Rani's voice was naturally deep, husky, slightly husky, and unique. The expectation for a typical Bollywood actress at the time was a thin, melodic, feminine voice, so Rani's voice was neither princess-like nor suitable for a love interest. In her first film, Raja Ki Aayegi Barat, in 1996, her own voice was not used. The producers did not find her voice gentle or romantic enough. Therefore, a professional voice actress spoke for her instead. This was a huge blow to Rani. She later said, "I was devastated when they said my voice wasn't good enough, but then I made up my mind. I would either fight or disappear." When Karan Johar cast Rani in Kuch Kuch Hota Hai, the voice issue came up again. Everyone expected dubbing again, but Karan specifically wanted Rani to perform with her own voice. The result? Criticism came at first. The voice was too harsh, not appealing. Romantic scenes didn't work with this voice. But then the audience noticed something different: authenticity, sincerity, genuineness. Rain was like a real character instead of someone using fancy words. Over time, Rani's voice became one of her greatest assets, making her unique and natural. Rani's first real love scandal was with Govinda. Yes, you heard that right. At the time, Govinda was married and had 2 children, but it was claimed that he and Rani became close on a film set. Rumor had it that Govinda was buying Rani expensive gifts. He was even frequently seen at her apartment. News broke that Govinda had left Rani's house wearing her underwear. This made headlines in India. Govinda's wife, Sunita, confronted her husband with an ultimatum: "It's either me or Rani." Rani remained silent for a long time, but Govinda eventually distanced himself from Rani and returned home. Rani began to be known as the Homewrecker. In 2002, she became romantically involved with Abhishek Bachchan, who starred in the same film. Abhishek's mother, Jaya, said she would never accept Rani as a daughter-in-law. Rani was seen throughout the country as a very relaxed woman, far removed from European traditions. The Bachchan family, especially Jaya, was very traditional and strict. Even if Rani and Abhishek had married, the marriage would likely have ended in divorce. Rumor had it that Jaya disliked Rani because of her revealing clothing, her choice of films, and her family's past. Rani's Govinda scandal had also damaged her image. Their relationship lasted 3 years, but they suddenly broke up. Abhishek got engaged to Aishwarya Rai. This news shocked everyone. Rani was not invited to the wedding. At that time, everyone in Bollywood was asking the question: was Rani his true love, or did he choose Aishwarya due to family pressure? For a long time, Abhishek, Aishwarya, and Rani were not seen together in the same environment. Allegedly, Aishwarya absolutely did not want Rani in any environment or event she attended. It emerged that Aishwarya and APA had grown close while filming a movie together and got engaged without waiting for their family's approval of the relationship. After this incident, rumors began to circulate that Rani was now flirting with Salman Khan, but their love was never officially revealed. And finally, the director of Braveheart Takes the Bride became involved with Aditya Chopra from one of India's wealthiest and most prestigious families. The problem was that Aditya was already married. Rani had previously been labeled a homewrecker, but that nickname had been forgotten. But by being with Aditya, she fell back into the homewrecker situation. Moreover, Rani's ex-boyfriend Abhishek and Aditya had been friends since childhood. They grew up together. Their families were also very close. As you can imagine, this love affair was a complete scandal. Aditya was a man who avoided the spotlight and was camera shy, but he was making huge movies, proving his success with each one. Rani was constantly starring in his films anyway. Aditya divorced his wife, and in 2014, what everyone had been waiting for years finally happened. Rani Mukerji and Aditya Chopra secretly got married in Italy. The press heard the news a few days later. The public was shocked. No wedding photos, no flashy announcements. They got married in a very simple and quiet ceremony. In 2015, Rani gave birth to their daughter, Adira. From that moment on, she put her career on the back burner and focused on motherhood. She is now the richest woman in Bollywood. Her husband's wealth is boundless. Thanks to her husband, she is on the list of India's richest actors. By the way, a little note, India's richest actor is Shah Rukh Khan. Rani gained immense prestige in India through this marriage. Her husband and his family are among India's most respected and wealthiest families. This marriage set her apart from all other Bollywood celebrities and transformed her into a woman whom everyone fears. This is because her husband is a very influential producer and director. He is a man whose word carries weight, and other celebrities never want to cross him. Meanwhile, Rani's relationship is not only strained with the Bachchan family. Rani and Preeti Zinta starred together in films including Veer Zara. But according to rumors, their relationship was never good due to role sharing on set and behind-the-scenes rivalry. Preeti complained that Rani wanted too many scenes. Rani, on the other hand, didn't find Preeti's overly assertive attitude professional. Result, the two actresses never filmed together again. It was observed for years that they didn't even greet each other at award ceremonies. As I mentioned earlier, Rani and Kajol are cousins, but they don't like each other and are estranged. In the early days, there was much talk about why Kajol didn't help Rani in the film world. They appeared together in the film Little Hushi, which was Rani's second film but the one that launched her career. However, they met in this film entirely by chance. When Kajol learned she would be working with Rani, she was very surprised and turned up her nose. Later, Rani reacted negatively to Kajol sharing family secrets with the press. Kajol is very natural and talks to cameras without much thought. For this reason, she has made many blunders in front of cameras so far. Rani was very angry with Kajol for talking about families without thinking. Karan Johar also had a falling out with Kajol. Karan Johar is one of India's most famous directors and producers. Karan was very close to both Rani and Kajol, but Rani wanted him to take her side regarding Kajol. Karan chose Kajol over Rani, and thus the friendship between Rani and Karan ended. As I mentioned in previous videos, in Indian cinema, friendships end behind the scenes, loves end, but in front of the camera, most of the time everyone acts as if nothing has happened. Because it's such a monopolized world that if you openly fall out with someone, your career could be over. So the Bollywood world is far from the fairy tale world we see in the movies and is full of hypocrisy. Is Rani an angel or a devil? Don't forget to write your thoughts to me and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next Bollywood scandal video. Bye for now.